Section 1. Master the new mechanics. First up is the skill gems and supports. The new skill system lets you link support gems directly into skill gems, bypassing the need for sockets and gear. To get an advantage, review footage and dev notes showing how skills like lightning arrow or fireball now synergize with supports. Write down a list of skills you want to try and think about how they could work with your playstyle. Preparation. Watch official developer streams and gameplay footage to identify skills you want to prioritize and practice. Also, you can check out the poe2skills.com to get a list of available skills and how they can be combined. Next up is the weapon-specific abilities. Weapons now play a much larger role in defining your character's abilities. For example, spears give you the flexibility to switch between melee and ranged attacks, while crossbows have powerful situational skills. What you need to do is to pick a weapon type you're excited about and watch videos or guides explaining its mechanics. Learn how to optimize your attacks around that weapon's strengths. Preparation. Research your favorite weapon type now and plan on how to integrate it into your builds. Now, let's look at the crafting system. Crafting will most likely be more deterministic in PoE2, meaning you'll have greater control over your gear stats. To gain an edge, study the new crafting methods by reading dev blogs or watching community theory crafting videos. Get to know the crafting basics and key materials. Identifying which modifiers are most useful for your build, like elemental resistances or increased crit damage, will help you make the most out of your early crafting opportunities. Preparation. Bookmark crafting guides and identify materials you will prioritize collecting. Final tip. Get hands-on with the new mechanics early. Use what you know to create synergies between skills, weapons, and crafting strategies. Experimentation is key. Don't be afraid to try unconventional combinations, as innovation often leads to the strongest builds. Section 2. Plan your build early. First, remember to pick a class that matches your playstyle. Instead of diving into the passive tree without much information, focus on choosing a base class that aligns with how you like to play ARPGs. For example, if you love fast, agile gameplay, consider starting with the Ranger. If you prefer tanky, melee-focused combat, go for the Warrior. Each class in Path of Exile 2 unlocks unique ascendancy options, so picking the right one will set the foundation for your build. Preparation. Watch class showcase videos or read descriptions on official forums to decide which base class fits your playstyle best. Next up is to focus on beginner-friendly playstyles. Some playstyles are just easier to manage and less gear dependent, making them ideal when starting out. For example, summon-based builds let your minions handle combat, while self-casting spells like Fireball or Lightning Arrow offer straightforward, high-damage setups. Decide on a general playstyle now, so you're mentally prepared to adapt as you progress through the game. Preparation. Make a short list of 1 to 2 playstyles you would enjoy playing based on their simplicity and gear independence. The final point is that you can theory craft your own build. If you're feeling creative, plan out a hypothetical build using what you know when you immediately start the game. Focus on pairing one core skill like a spear ability or projectile attack with passive nodes that enhance its strengths, such as critical damage, attack speed, or elemental effects. Don't overcomplicate it. Stick to a simple synergy to start. Preparation. When you enter the game for the first time, take screenshots of different parts of the passive tree and draw a path where you want to traverse. When build planner tools are available, you can use those instead. Final tip. Plan your build early in the game. Don't spend passive points mindlessly, but try to focus on important nodes you want to build around and go along a meaningful path in the tree to get there. However, even a basic plan can set you apart. Remember, flexibility is key. Be ready to adjust based on the gear and drops you find. Section 3. Get comfortable with trading and currency. First up is to understand the basics of currency. Currency in Path of Exile 2 isn't gold, but crafting materials, although gold plays a part in certain aspects of the game. Each crafting material has a specific use in crafting or trading. Get to know which currencies are the most valuable and how they are typically used. For example, Chaos Orbs are the backbones of most trades. Preparation. Research the currency mechanics and take notes on how to recognize valuable drops. Next up is to use trading tools. Trading is essential for progressing your build efficiently. Bookmark websites like Path of Exile Trade and practice searching for specific gear. Learn how to filter for items that suit your build and understand pricing trends. Preparation. Practice using Path of Exile Trade and experiment with filtering gear based on your build's needs. The final point is to learn pricing trends. At the start of the game or a new league, the value of items fluctuates rapidly. Pay attention to which items are high in demand, such as leveling uniques or crafting materials. Knowing what to sell and what to keep can make you rich quickly. Preparation. Join forums or discords that discuss item trends and track what's valuable during early gameplay. Final tip, treat every item as a resource. Whether it's gear for your build, crafting materials or items to trade, understanding their potential value early on can give you a huge advantage. The smartest players are those who invest resources wisely rather than hoarding or overspending. Now, before we go on, I'm excited to hear what your best strategies are for starting Path of Exile 2, so please leave them in the comment below. And to stay tuned for more videos, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Section 4. Setup for efficiency. First of all, make sure to preload and update the game. If you're going to play Path of Exile 2 on the game's or a league's launch day, make sure you've downloaded the game or updated in advance and double check for updates. Launch day server congestion can be rough and every minute counts. Preparation. Schedule time before launch to ensure the game is fully installed and updated. Set an alert to check for last minute patches just before the release. For PoE 1 players, organize your stash. If PoE 2 carries over your stash tabs, ensure your tabs are organized for efficient looting in the new game. Label tabs appropriately and get to know any custom setups you have purchased, as these will carry over to resource management in PoE 2. Preparation. Spend time decluttering your stash by selling unnecessary items and labeling tabs for easy sorting of loot and materials. Finally, optimize your keybinds and UI. Fine-tune your keybinds, especially for new abilities or movement skills. A streamlined setup will help you react faster during intense encounters. Preparation. Immediately test different keybind setups for skills and movement, ensuring they feel natural and responsive before playing through the game. Final tip, time is your greatest resource on launch day. Preloading the game, fine-tuning your setup and organizing your stash will free up valuable time for actual gameplay. Even small steps toward preparation can translate into hours of saved time in the long run. Section 5. Connect with the community. The first tip is to follow content creators. Content creators spend a lot of time researching and playing the game. Take advantage of the free knowledge they share. Preparation. Subscribe to creators who are there to help you out. Like me, I'll be regularly posting tips and tricks videos and build guides. Next up is to join community platforms. Path of Exile 2 will have a huge community on both Discord, forums and Reddit. Preparation. Get involved with the community on different platforms. These are the best places to find like-minded players and share knowledge. Finally, try to engage actively. Take an active part in the community, help others and ask questions to increase your knowledge. Remember, there are no stupid questions and even the most seasoned player can still learn new things. Preparation. The more you interact, the more you learn. Don't hesitate to ask questions or even help others if you can. It's a great way to grow as a player. Final tip, leverage the wisdom of the crowd. The Path of Exile community is a treasure trove of knowledge and experience. By sharing your questions and insights, you'll not only improve your own skills, but also contribute to the collective progress of the player base. Section 6. Mastering the endgame system. In Path of Exile 2, the endgame experience is being completely revamped. These are the key steps you can take now to get ready for the challenge. First, understand the atlas and mapping changes. Just like in Path of Exile 1, maps will be the foundation of the endgame. However, PoE 2 introduces new regions, bosses and modifiers. Study what we know so far about the new atlas system and try to get a sense of how progression through the maps may work differently. For instance, it's been hinted that the map modifiers may be less RNG based, giving players more control over their farming strategies. Preparation. Follow developer announcements and community forums for the latest updates on mapping systems and endgame mechanics. Next, focus on boss mechanics. The new campaign bosses and endgame encounters in PoE 2 are designed to be more challenging and visually dynamic. Grinding gear games have showcased battles requiring movement, timing and awareness. This means players must sharpen their ability to read attack patterns and react quickly to boss mechanics. If you're used to standing still and face tanking damage, it's time to adjust your playstyle. Preparation. Watch gameplay footage of PoE 2 boss fights to get to know the mechanics before you play. Finally, explore the different endgame systems. Path of Exile 2's endgame has a great variety offering different mechanics, all of which challenge players in different ways. Trials test your ability to overcome traps and puzzles, while Breach throws waves of enemies at you in rapid succession. Expedition requires strategic placement of explosives to find treasures, and Delirium transforms maps into nightmare zones with escalating rewards and dangers. Preparation. Get to know all the endgame mechanics to understand their objectives and rewards. Final tip, approach the endgame with a learning mindset. Focus on understanding boss mechanics and map strategies instead of just rushing to clear everything. The more deliberate and informed your approach is, the greater the rewards and satisfaction you'll achieve. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely be interested in the video coming up, so go ahead and click on that. And to stay tuned for upcoming videos, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons.